This video by the Game Master Clinician is a look at the conception and review of the Sony Xperia Hello. Sony has an active robotics division, with their Aibo range being the most famous. However, the R&D has seldom been prominently formed into other consumer products. The BSP60 smart Bluetooth speaker being a notable exception, released in 2015 for 38,000 yen, the same price then as a PlayStation 4. That highlights the difficulty of releasing an innovative product for the mass market at a competitive price. That cost of a small robot speaker would be thoroughly trounced by the price of the Xperia Hello, released in 2018 for 150,000 yen, similar to the cost of 5 PlayStation 4 consoles. The Xperia Hello was manufactured in Japan at the same Sony Kota factory in Aichi Prefecture as the Aibo, with input from talent mainly from the Sony Mobile Communications division. The persistence of Sony in robotics can be mainly attributed to then charismatic CEO Kazuo Hirai. He was a strong proponent of AI and robotics, as seen in this interview in 2018.
Some people think of this as nothing more than an overpriced toy. What sort of practical uses do you see for a robotic dog, let's say a year from now?
The technology that we incorporate into Aibo, the AI, the robotics, and that combination in different form factors can manifest itself in other robots that will be a part of a transportation, education, healthcare, elderly healthcare as well. So it has a lot of different applications beyond just being an entertainment robot.
When further asked if Sony should exit the mobile communications market due to their uncompetitive sales, he replied, "If we get out of the communication space, we won't have the opportunity to play in the next paradigm shift. Anybody can provide functional value in this commoditized space, but emotional value is something that has been part of the Sony design philosophy." That statement goes a long way to explain the existence of products like Aibo and Xperia Hello. It was a way for Sony to employ and nurture talent for next-generation technology and for the company to show emotional connection. However, a fanciful ideology comes with a cost, literally, with official Hello clothes costing 70,000 yen. Regardless, Xperia Hello has a strange charm that Sony wanted to express, whilst in addition being recognizable as a Sony product. It shares the same design silhouette present in many recent Sony devices. Notably, its high-collar coat appearance, which some commentators associated with the PlayStation 5, is due to both products sharing the same designer, Morisawa Yujin. By accounts provided by Sony, the Xperia Hello seems to have been well intended, with various promotions for business applications such as personalized company or event check-in system, and even use in care homes to help bridge interaction and communication. In reality, they were all trial concepts, and there are few actual accounts on the usefulness of the Xperia Hello in real-world business applications. Though in fairness, as of publication of this video, Sony financial institutions are still leasing the Xperia Hello with the software development kit to business customers. Now onto the actual product. It is suitably heavy and does not occupy much desk space. When left alone, it seems to look around, sometimes following movement and sounds. If no activity is detected, the eyes dip and it goes to sleep. The screen material is only plastic, although it is unlikely one would carry this device, so potential scratches are of less concern. The system runs on Android 8 with a dedicated Hello app for the special robotic functions. Although there is an internal battery, the Hello app requires the unit to be plugged in. The main menu is utilitarian, with most features unsuitable and inaccessible outside of Japan. These include the Secom home security, Bravia TV listing integration, and many of the location-specific features such as weather. Messaging integration is with Skype and Line. The latter, which although is hugely popular in Japan, is seldom used in English-speaking countries. Hello does seem to be drawing information from my Google Calendar schedule and making announcements. Every day, usually in the morning when Xperia Hello detects your presence, it announces news from selected preferential subjects, extracted from Kyodo News. The readings are surprisingly well formed, The precise phonetics of the Japanese language mean the tone of the delivery is more natural than the Google Assistant voice. Information search functions are also available by extracting the prose from the Japan Wikipedia page. The last main function is the YouTube music search, whereby a custom player is loaded and music is played based on search or pre-selected preferences. The quality of the audio, however, is poor, with the output comparable to that of a loud mobile phone speaker. Secret functions include random information, which the Xperia Hello conveys when it detects your presence. I have heard it tell me information about the stock market, nutrition, and lifestyle. Hello also intermittently likes announcing your horoscope, a popular pastime in Japan.
今日の運勢は93点、ラッキーカラーはホワイト、ラッキーアイテムは親子丼です。今日のヤギ座の運勢は89点、全星座中3位です。ラッキーカラーは赤紫色。
In summary, the functions of the Hello are very sparse for the design and engineering that must have went into its creation. Looking at the reviews on Amazon Japan, the consensus seemed to be similar, that this feels like a prototype device. Despite shortcomings, after many months I have no intention of removing it from my small desk space. I find it unobtrusive, yet has a somewhat coquettish character that many technological devices fail to convey through to the user. Sony released an extensive example conversation list to get users familiar with the Xperia Hello. Perhaps not surprising, many of the subjects are whimsical and tied to Japanese culture. These dialogues reveal the true nature of this device, what CEO Kaz Hirai wanted from the company's products. Not just functional value, but emotional connection. Would Sony continue to utilize their robotics in more devices? Yes, they would, by their famous interactive entertainment division, which will be explored in the next video by the Game Master Clinician. Please look forward to it, and thank you for your attention.